It was supposed to be an ordinary day at Windsor, but one phone call shattered the calm. Parliament wasn't whispering anymore. They were summoning. And in that moment, Prince William felt the weight of not just the crown, but a storm he never saw coming. The classified dossier he received wasn't rumor or speculation. It was pages of leaked emails, offshore transfers, and private recordings, all pointing toward Harry and Meghan and a scandal Parliament called foreign interference. As William read the first lines, he realized this wasn't politics anymore. This was personal, and someone in the royal circle had known months before he did. The betrayal cut deeper than duty. Before confronting the world, William confronted his father. Inside Clarence's house, anger filled the room. William demanded answers. Why had this been kept from him? Why had the summons been buried? Charles insisted he was trying to handle things quietly, diplomatically, but William called it what it was: silence disguised as tradition. When Camilla's name entered the argument, the tension exploded. William accused her of influencing decisions, slowing action, and protecting the wrong people. Charles warned him that going public could tear the family apart, but William was done protecting traitors. The monarchy's integrity was slipping, and he knew he had to act, even if it meant turning against his own blood. Meanwhile, across the ocean in Montecito, Meghan and Harry were blindsided. A formal UK legal liaison arrived at their gate with subpoenas. Meghan's hands shook as she read them. She never imagined Parliament would drag her into an international inquiry. She cried not because she felt guilty, but because she couldn't believe the palace had let the situation go this far. Harry barely had time to process it before the call came from William, a chilling warning that he knew exactly why all of this was happening. The files went deeper than either of them expected. Encrypted transcripts, hidden contracts, and a deal from 2020 linking Meghan's team to a foreign lobbying group. Suddenly, what once looked like media chaos became a national security concern. Parliament began digging through communications, funding, and Hollywood negotiations. For the first time, Harry and Meghan couldn't control their own narrative. Parliament wasn't after headlines. It was after truth. But the most explosive twist wasn't political, it was royal. A forgotten draft of Queen Elizabeth's private will leaked from Sandringham. Buried inside it was a clause warning of a future royal who might abandon duty and marry someone who would undermine the dignity of the crown. Next to that clause, in the Queen's handwriting, was one name: Markle. The monarchy erupted. Camilla was accused of trying to hide the draft years ago. Princess and shocked everyone by siding with Parliament, insisting the truth must be faced, not buried. William, now armed with the Queen's own words, took the fight to the public. He stepped forward and made a national statement, fiery, bold, and historic. He demanded transparency from all royals. He didn't name Harry and Meghan, but he didn't have to. The world understood. The palace panicked. Meghan's team issued a furious rebuttal, but the public wasn't buying it. Rumors spread that William had more evidence and was waiting for the right moment to strike. Parliament confirmed William's willingness to testify. The monarchy had crossed into territory it had avoided for centuries. Cornered, Meghan and Harry made a shocking move. They agreed to testify, but only if the hearing was public and unedited. Their message was clear: if the crown was going down, they weren't going down alone. The line Meghan released, "There are truths the world was never meant to hear," spread like wildfire. The palace went into full crisis mode. Catherine stayed silent, watching everything, preparing for something no one knew was coming. Just as tensions peaked, a devastating leak hit the media. Confidential royal meetings, emails, and shocking notes from Charles and Camilla. Even Prince Andrew's name surfaced in a suspicious financial document. The monarchy wasn't cracking, it was collapsing. Queen Elizabeth's private quote, calling Meghan brilliant but dangerously ambitious, tore the nation into two. William launched an internal investigation. Trust inside the palace evaporated. Then came the day of the hearing. The world watched as Harry's voice shook through Parliament. He admitted that tabloid executives had offered deals, that royal staff leaked stories to wound one another, and that Charles once warned him to stay silent or be erased. He spoke of Meghan crying at night, begging for help that never came. Meghan then took the stand. She revealed ghosting, silenced documents, and orchestrated narratives meant to exile her. The room shifted. This wasn't a fight anymore. It was a confession of wounds on all sides. From the balcony, William watched it all, face frozen, but heartbreaking. And then, the moment no one expected, Catherine stood up. She entered Parliament with no speech, no entourage, just truth in trembling hands. She acknowledged mistakes, defended unity, and urged the monarchy to reform. She pulled out a private message from Queen Elizabeth, once given to her alone: "If darkness falls, let truth light the path." Her words changed the nation. She called for new transparency laws, for the end of secret clauses, and for accountability across every royal rank. The country listened. Parliament moved. A new charter was drafted. In the end, this wasn't a story about crowns, palaces, or scandals. It was a story about people broken, silenced, betrayed, finally facing the truth. And after the storm, the monarchy would never be the same.